So the Pacers win the tip. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Jones is out there with McGinnis. Then it's Bibby. Then there's Irving. And it's Collins in at the 2-guard spot. It's hauled in by McGinnis. Irving against George. A shot's good from Irving.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here is Hill. Out to the wing. Picked by West. Watson, that's for 2. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's McGinnis. Here's Jones. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here's West. Offensive rebound. From 12 feet out. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Here's Indiana. Hill passes to George. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Nice rhythm to that play right there, and George was ready to fire.
Hill against Bibby. Pass to McGinnis. Over West. The shot's good from McGinnis.
The assist, Doug Collins.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Hill deciding where to go with it. Watson finds Hibbert. Hibbert with a screen on Irving. George. Second shot opportunity. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And you see, it's difficult to challenge Hibbert's shot once he gets the ball in that close.
First trip to the line for him here.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Roy Hibbert.
And, you know, for his size, Hibbert is a surprisingly good free throw shooter.
And so he makes both from the line. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Jones. Outside Collins. Back to Irving. 6 to shoot. And it's sent back by West.
And all about timing for West on the block. He anticipates the shot and acts at just the right moment.
And George now top of the key. Good D by Irving.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
And the slam dunk by Irving.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop to loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Pass to Watson. Now West. And it's rebounded by Dr. J, Julius Irving. McGinnis against West. Right side, Collins. To the inside. Here's Jones and Hibbert with the block.
He's really a tough guy to shoot over. Hibbert with the great size and length, and he's developed a knack for timing his challenges quite well, and as a result, anchoring the defense.
Now here is Hill, still without a basket. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And here's West for 3.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Bibby kicks to Collins. 76ers moving the ball around. Irving can't get it to go. And it's Watson with the ball for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 1. 76ers making a switch here. Freeze checked in.
Team foul. Now into the lineup for the 76ers. Number 21, World B3.
Hibbert, the pass to George. Over Irving. And so the ball out of bounds. Hibbert touched it last. George has gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Outside Collins. And on the way from Irving for 3. David West grabs the miss. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a win against the Boston Celtics. Pass to Hibbert. Here's George. Drills it from outside. George has got 6 points.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
At the line for the 76ers, George McGinnis. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. Indiana leading. Now here is Hill. Nothing on the board. Watson kicks to Hibbert. And here's George for 3. And Indiana, another 3.
Smooth and consistent. That's how I describe George's three-point shooting.
Collins passes to Irving. Here's McGinnis, fended by West. Hill against Free. 5 to shoot. With the teardrop. And they get it back. And Hibbert with the block. Here's George. Capitalizes off the crossover. George has got 11.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
McGinnis, it's rebounded by Indiana.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Pass to George. Over Jones. And again, it's Indiana.
He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
The 76ers trail by 8. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
In the corner, Irving with it. Free against Hill. Will it go? The Pacers pull it in. West has got his 4th rebound in this one. Watson, the pass to George. Fires the 3. Collins grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Irving. A shot missing. West with some nice D. Hill dishes to George. It's back to Hill. And here's Watson. Shot clock at 6. The shot. Offensive rebound. Picked by West. Watson, the pass to West. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now here is Hill. No scoring in this one. Back to George. Fires for 3. That's no good. That miss makes him 5 for 11 from the field. Outside Collins. On the wing, Irving. Philadelphia moving the ball around to the middle and stolen by Hibbert. Outside Hill. Pass to Watson. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Irving with the rebound. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Philadelphia. It's a 10-point game. To the paint. No good again that time.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Some changes for Indiana. Scola comes in for West, and it's Turner in for C.J. Watson. And the 76ers also making a change. Mix checked in for Collins. And here is Hill. Pass to Hibbert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Hill. Shoots from the high post. With the clock winding down. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
And that's exactly the effort you like to see from Hibbert, finishing off the glass.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. The 76ers trail by 12. And Philadelphia calls time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Chris Copeland comes in for Hill, and Jones subbed in for George. Here's Free. Scoreless thus far. Dunleavy up top. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Indiana leading by 12. Turner inside, Free defending.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far. The floater, always a hard shot to contest.
Turner finds Hibbert. Back to Turner. Here's Copeland. Outside Turner. Hibbert with a screen for Turner. Pass to Hibbert over Dawkins. They get it again. Hibbert gets the bucket. Hibbert's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Well, guys, nobody's boxing out. I mean, I could go out there and get an offensive rebound. They're just watching. And if you're the coaching staff, that's unacceptable.
And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Leading him right to the basket with a tremendous pass. Really good execution there.
Pass to Copeland. Outside, Jones. Now Hibbert. Pocket 6. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Hibbert's got 8 points.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Now Dunleavy, still yet to score. Bryant outside, and they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Fires from way outside. And so it's Indiana going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Indiana.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Evan Turner is out there with Smith. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. Then it's Scola, and it's Copeland in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Now, here's Mahinmi. Here's the 3. Copeland, good. Copeland's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
Inside, here's Mix, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And I like that they're not settling, getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Williams, he's checked in for Smith. On the free throw, no good. Pacers leading by 9. Williams looking over the floor. Outside Turner. Picked by Williams. Shot clock at 5. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Here's Dunleavy. Pacers with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. To the middle, here's Mahinmi. And it's Mahinmi finishing it off.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The 76ers trail by 11. Here's Free. Here's Dawkins. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Hey, not very easy to stop Dawkins inside. Now, he's nearly 7 feet tall and probably about 270. So he can go through defenders as well as over them.
Now, here's Mahinmi. Here's Copeland. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Copeland's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Bryant the pass to Mix. Now Dunleavy. He's guarded by Williams. Now Dunleavy. Just 5 to shoot. To the inside. It's stolen by Mahinmi. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Turner against Free. Shots good by Turner. Turner's got his first basket of the night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Free. And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And some changes here for the Pacers. West is checked in for Mahinmi. George comes in for Williams. And it's Watson in for Chris Copeland. Philadelphia also making some changes. Irving's checked in for Bryant. Collins comes in for Dunleavy. And Bibby subbed in for Free. Now, here is Irving. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Irving's got 6.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Here's Watson, and Dawkins pulls it down. The 76ers trail by 11. Pass to Collins. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by West. West has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Watson with it. West setting the pick for Turner. And here's George. Three-pointer, drills the three-pointer. 16 points for him.
There is no slowing down Paul George. A volcanic eruption from PG tonight.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Well, Clark, with the game becoming more global, some are saying the NBA should adopt some FIBA rules to more closely align the leagues. Any changes you'd welcome?
Well, you know, Kevin, with all the shooting that teams possess now, maybe the league can get away from the defensive 3-second rule. I mean, there's so much switching and interchanging of players. The offenses are usually so well spread out. I think you should just maybe abandon that particular rule. Throw those big guys a bone and let them park inside at their own peril.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Pacers. Here is Bibby. Still scoreless. Now, here is Irving. 6 on the shot clock. And Dr. J slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Now, here's Watson. On the wing, Turner. Lots of room. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you. Commissioner Silver talked about health, and he said that some of the injuries that our young players are experiencing are overuse injuries. In earlier eras, players in school participated in different sports depending on the season. He said perhaps a return to that approach is warranted. Back over to you, Kevin.
Interesting thought. Okay, Allie, we thank you. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for the 76ers, Julius Irving, taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Irving. Both free throws good for Irving.
He's about as calm as you can be at the stripe.
Pacers leading by 12. West outside. Nobody near George. The shot's good on the assist by West. George has got 19 points.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
And the Pacers with possession here after the Sixers pick up 2. To the wing on the left. Here's West. And again, it's Indiana converting.
We know West is very comfortable in the mid-range, and he prefers to attack you from that area.
Outside Irving. Outside Collins. Maybe up top. Irving looking over the floor. Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. West has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Irving. Paul George making his last shot. Outside Collins. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Bibby misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And here's Watson. Outside Turner. Hibbert with a screen for Turner. Kept alive. West. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. George Hill's checked in for Indiana. McGinnis, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Free comes in for Bibby.
With his versatility, David West really is a bit of a throwback, a total package forward. Rebounds, points, assists. Tell him what you need, and he goes out and gets it done with little fanfare.
Here's McGinnis. Oh, the lob to Irving. It's stolen by West, and they're running. Here's Watson outside for George. Hibbert at the elbow. And it's Free with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 20. Out left to the wing. McGinnis with the screen on Hill. They need this one. Outside Irving. Pass to Collins. 76ers moving the ball around. George against Free. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Indiana shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Shoot 2.
Free throw drops for Watson.
You know, at this stage in his career, Watson remains a very valuable role player. He's somebody you can trust given his vast experience in the league.
That one misses. The 76ers trail by 21. Here's Collins, and he banks in the layup. Collins has got his first 2 points of the night.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Here's Watson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Irving. Over George. No good from Irving. George looking around. Pass to Hibbert. Outside, George. Good, the assist goes to Hill. George has got 11 points in the quarter.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
From deep, George, and the Pacers another three.
Well, he's got a great feel from the perimeter tonight. 3 bombs in the first quarter, and he just keeps coming at him.
At the elbow, Irving. Paul George with the steal. It's Hill on the wing. Free defending. Hill kicks to Watson. Pass to West. From deep, George. They grab their own miss. Hibbert gets the bucket.
Solid move that time by Hibbert. This is the area where he's most comfortable.
1:06 left to play here in the half. Outside Collins. It's Irving, top of the key. And Philadelphia with another turnover here.
That was just a bad pass. There's no other way to describe it. It happens, but that was bad.
59 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Hill passes to Watson. Left side, West. 5 on the clock. Outside, George. Over Irving. Here's Hibbert. Lays it up and banks it in. Hibbert's got 12 in the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Irving passes to Jones. Outside Irving. Over George. They can't stop the run with that one. Here's Watson. Banked in off the glass. He has 7.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Pacers. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Knocked down 4 from distance in that quarter alone. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Philadelphia 76ers. Fellas, how would you respond if you were on the wrong end of a game like this?
I'm not sure because Shaq and I, we don't really have any first-hand experience with this, Ernest.
Yeah, we don't play that way. We're winners. And even if we did lose, we lost like winners, not like this.
Hold it. Lost like winners. What does that even mean? You know what? Never mind. I don't want to know. And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the Philadelphia 76ers.
If they watch film, they knew this was coming. But it's like the storm rolling in just surprised them.
Yeah, it's hail and threes, and there's nowhere to run for cover. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from George.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Philadelphia with the ball. And so in the game for the 76ers, Irving is out there with McGinnis. Then it's Collins. Then it's Bibby. And it's Jones in at the center, filling out the middle. Now, here is Bibby. He has yet to score. Clock at 4. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Hibbert's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's George. Over Irving. George, no good. And the 76ers with possession. To the wing right side. And there's Collins on the assist by Bibby. Collins has got the first points of the second half up on the board for the 76ers. Hill against Bibby. Hibbert with the screen on Collins. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Puts it up from 17. Here's West. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Boy, and that'll give them a nice injection. Nothing like a rejection to get a team fired up.
And the Pacers call time here.
Start it.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Hibbert with a screen on Collins. And they recover it. George finds Hill. And a miss there on the triple.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Outside Collins. Down low. Knocked loose. Bibby against George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 29.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Collins, and it comes off the front of the rim. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
To the paint, here's Irving, and Dr. J slams it in.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
He just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
Now, here is Hill. Nothing on the board. Outside, George. Here's Hibbert, and then Hibbert with the dunk.
Yeah, like a huge, hungry grizzly bear. Hibbert feasting at the rim.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Collins up top. Pass to Irving. Clock at 6. Back to Collins. Over Hibbert. Shot by Collins, no good. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Now here is Hill. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, but just the second turnover of the game. I mean, overall, pretty meticulous offensively.
Yeah, I like what they're doing here, and that's really what it's all about. When you don't beat yourself, you become hard to beat.
Now the 76ers with it. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Bibby against Hill. And McGinnis kicks to Bibby. Collins passes to Irving. Over George. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so he'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to George from outside the arc. They get the rebound. Hibbert hits the bucket.
Yeah, second chance points again. A huge problem for this team.
Boy, they're getting caught spectating. You can't be a watcher out there. They're letting rebounds slip away. Everybody's got to get in there and fight for the ball.
Here's McGinnis. Bibby up top. Irving passes to Jones. And Hibbert with the block. Here's Hill. Pass to George for three. It's hauled in by McGinnis. McGinnis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Bibby against Hill. Collins kicks to Irving. Bibby passes to Jones. Can they get it? And it's Roy Hibbert with the rebound. Hibbert's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. The shot by George, no good. It's Collins, high post. West on him. Jones with the screen on George. Irving finds Jones. West against Collins. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
The 76ers have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And the 76ers also making a change. Freeze checked in.
One shot.
The free throw's off from McGinnis. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Davis kicks to Copeland. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Pulls up. And the basket by Free. Free's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Davis dishes to Copeland. Pass to Turner. Davis setting the pick for Turner. Now here is Davis. Eyes a three. And Jones pulls it down. Bibby against Davis. Free passes to McGinnis. Shoots over Turner. Luis Scola with the rebound.
If he were just a touch more efficient tonight, I think the score would look a lot different.
Pass to Mahinmi. On the wing, Turner. Scola, a screen on Free. The shot by Turner, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Collins makes it off the glass. Collins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
You'd certainly like to see a little better rim protection right there.
Pass to Copeland. And here is Scola. McGinnis covering. And the basket by Scola.
Gets it inside and goes to work. That's how it's done.
Turner against Free. Shoots over Turner. World B. Free gets the bucket. Free's got his third basket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Turner. Davis in the corner. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Launches from deep. They get it back. It's good.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Timeout called, the 76ers. Johnson, he's checked in for Davis. Mix checked in for Philadelphia. Now Bibby, still without a basket. Pass to McGinnis. Over Mahinmi. McGinnis' shot is off. And so it's Indiana with it. Johnson surveying the floor. Inside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And, you know, I'm not quite sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave somebody like him uncovered.
Shot by Collins, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Turner inside, free, defending. The shot by Turner, no good.
That one hurts. Point-blank range, you've got to capitalize on it.
Collins passes to Free. McGinnis against Mahinmi. Here's Free. 6 points for him. And that one comes up a bit short. On the wing, Johnson. Bibby covering. Outside Turner. There's 1:54 left in the third. Here's Scola. Rebound by the 76ers. Guinness has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
The Pacers making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And then for Philadelphia, Dawkins checked in for McGinnis. Irving comes in for Collins. And Dunleavy's subbed in for Bibby. And Turner kicks to Scola. Outside Turner. And Jones has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Nix.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. Oh, watch out below. Come on now. Throw it down.
That's not what I was expecting.
Me either. I don't think anybody was. Even he didn't know what he was going to pull off on that one. Spectacular.
Takes creativity and spontaneity. The ability to make it up on the fly, that's special.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Monday, they'll head out on the road to face the Pistons in Detroit. And then on Friday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando.
And for that game against Miami, it's one that should be a fun contest. The way the teams stack up against each other makes for some good basketball.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. 55 seconds left in the third. Here's Irving, and the slam dunk by Irving.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And Turner kicks to Copeland. Outside, Jones. It's stolen by Dunleavy. Here's Irving, and the slam dunk by Irving.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
Turner against Free. Turner inside. And it's Free with the rebound. Free's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
And the 3 off target. From deep 3-point territory. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Indiana Pacers rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. Right back after this break. A moment now to find out what Coach told the team during their huddle.
Our closer is our tempo, intelligent tempo. Let's still run. 1, 2, 3.
And that's Frank Vogel asking his guys to dictate the pace and ramp it up a little bit.
Yeah, he wants them to push the action, but just be smart about how they do it. Aggressive, yes. Careless, no.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Scola out there with Chris Copeland. Then it's Evan Turner. Then there's Ian Mahimi. And it's Miller in at the 2 guard. That's the Pacers 5.
Taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And that one's good, Irving.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Turner passes to Miller. Now, here's Mahimi, and he's covered by Dawkins. Mahimi a screen. Turner finds Mahimi, and it's Mahimi finishing it off.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Free passes to Irving. Here's Mix. Pass to Free. Just 4 to shoot. Over Turner. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Miller, right side. Back to Turner. Pass to Copeland, and stolen by Irving. One-on-one fast break. Here's Dawkins, and Dawkins slams it in.
Chocolate thunder. Daryl Dawkins, his dunks are extra loud.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Copeland. This one for 3. And Dawkins pulls it down. Now the 76ers on the break. Pass to Free. It's rebounded by Indiana. Mahimi's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Copeland, covered by Irving. Scola, and he banks in the layup.
Creating a high percentage look with a good decision on that pass.
And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got 12 points here in the second half.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
The Pacers call timeout. Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Pacers. George comes in for Miller, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Jones checked in for Dawkins. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside, George. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 31 points.
He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch, that's for sure.
On the wing, Irving. Pass to Free. And he converts the layup. Free's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Here's Copeland. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. A three-pointer, no good. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Here's Free. Pass to Dunleavy. Paul George with the steal. Turner looking around. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game format, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
And the basket by Scola.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Scola's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. Free passes to Jones. Outside Irving. Fires at the elbow. Roy Hibbert with the rebound. Hibbert's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. It's stolen by Jones. Oh, the lob to Irving. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Here's Dunleavy, and the baseline jumper, no good. Indiana leading by 22. Mike Dunleavy is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. David West, he's checked in for Scola. Watson comes in for Chris Copeland. And George Hills subbed in for Turner. And then for Philadelphia, McGinnis, he's checked in for Mix. Collins comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And Bibby subbed in for Free. Count it, good.
Pretty flashy display by Hill. Really doing whatever he wants with the ball in his hand.
Hill against Bibby. Out to the right wing. Here's McGinnis. Bibby dishes to Collins. That's good. And it's Bibby with the assist that time. Bibby's got 3 assists in the game. George with the ball. Pass to West. Hibbert at the elbow. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And you know, everyone's aware, Clark, of the team rivalries in the NBA. But there are, I think, still plenty of personal ones, too.
Yeah, I would agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, you've got highly competitive, accomplished guys making up the rosters on NBA teams. And if a player wins the individual matchup in one game, you can be sure that opponent in the next game is going to look to make things a little different.
That one is no good. Now the 76ers with it. Now, here is Bibby. And Collins now top the key. There's the pick. Shoots from the baseline, and he connects with the jumper.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Pass to Hibbert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Rarely involved enough in the offense to draw many fouls. Hibbert to the line.
At the line for your Pacers, Roy Hibbert. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Clark, one suggestion I've heard for All-Star Weekend, a one-on-one competition.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Anything that would perhaps enhance the competitiveness of All-Star Weekend, I think would be helpful.
And Hibbert hits them both. Here is Bibby. Outside Irving. Here's McGinnis. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
It's George on the wing. Pass to Watson. Here's West. McGinnis covering. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 15. Yep, that one goes. 9 points for David West.
And the mechanics West has on his jump shot are terrific, especially impressive off the catch.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
George passes to Hill. West outside. George finds West for 3. Hill! And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 8th rebound here tonight. The shot will not fall. And so Hill bring it up for the Pacers. Hey, Clark, we know resistance training is something pretty much every player does. Is that prevalent back in the 80s when you played?
That's 4 decades ago, Kevin, and it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. I mean, it's commonplace, and kids get exposed to the benefits of weight training and strength training for any sport, but particularly basketball, at a much earlier age now. So it's part of who they are once they get to the college level and then on to the NBA. But the core strengthening, the stability work of that area between your knees and your sternum, the middle of your chest, boy, that type of work has made a huge difference and would have made a great difference, I think, in my career had it been as prevalent as it is now.
Bibby dishes to Irving. Nails the baby hook. Irving's got 18 points just in the second half.
He's been excellent in this period. Even though they're down, he's keeping them close.
Pass to George. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And Hill really swings the ball over nicely. A talented distributor who looks out for his guys.
Timeout called. 76ers. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Well, they have one thing to talk about. How do we stop this guy from knocking down threes?
We've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Roy Hibbert.
You know, honestly, I'm a bit in shock. I mean, he couldn't miss. Just look at this stat line. You've got to really see it to believe it. Complete confidence and all-out effort from him. And, you know, he made sure this was his night in spades.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Here's Irving. Pass to Collins. Now Bibby. Now Jones. Covered by Hibbert. Great tee that time from Hibbert. Pacers leading by 22. And here is Hill. George way outside. And another 3 for Indiana.
Man, you've got to like the way George puts the right touch and arc on his shots from deep. He's an outstanding shooter from range.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Pick by West. Watson for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Outside Irving. Pass to Bibby. Back to Irving. Six to shoot. Outside Collins. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by West.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Hill, no good. Here's Collins. It's good. The assist this time from Bibby.
Assisted by Henry Bibby.
32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Hill. Pass to West. George with the screen on McGinnis. West kicks to George. And it's rebounded by Dr. J, Julius Irving. Now, here is Bibby. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Roy Hibbert.